Hey, it's Velvet, health, weight loss, and lifestyle coach. You know, the number one question I'm asked by wonderfully fabulous ladies is how to lose inches around the middle. You know, for years I struggled with stubborn inches around the middle that I just had the hardest time getting rid of. No matter how much I exercised, no matter how much weight I lost, no matter how many sit-ups and crunches I did, it just would not budge. No matter how clean I ate, I just could not lean out the center as easily as I could the rest of my body. You know, this went back as far as my early 20s. Before I gave birth, when I was still very thin, I was super active and I had a high youthful metabolism. I had pretty much summed it up to, oh, well, I guess this is just genetically how I carry my weight. I also was under the misconception that in order for me to lose this, I would probably have to drop down to an unrealistic, unnatural size that I probably, for one, probably couldn't achieve it, or if I achieved it, I couldn't maintain it. As a health coach, I get so many ladies who come to me after fasting on one of those trendy 10 or 21 day cleanses or wearing a really tight waist trainer, and they lost weight, they lost inches, but the issue is they just can't keep it off. And their exact words generally are like, Velvet, I am so frustrated. I wore this uncomfortable waist trainer. I practically starved myself on a juice cleanse or a smoothie cleanse. I lost weight. I lost inches and bloat, but I can't keep it off. After a few months, it all comes back. And sometimes after maybe a year, I've gained even more back and I feel more bloated than ever. And my response to them is usually, well, what are you doing after the cleanse and after you take the waist trainer off? Because that's what counts. You know, nothing is so wrong with a cleanse. I recommend it, but it's temporary. And what you do afterwards, once you are no longer on a short-term liquid diet, what you do long-term afterwards, after you take the waist trainer off, after you're actually chewing and eating real meals again, that's what counts. And so you can't put all your focus on that short-term cleanse, waist trainer, that short-term fat flush water. Your main focus has to be long-term. What do you do long-term after you finish all of that? That's what counts. Even if you feel you're eating cleaner than ever and cleaner than most, if you're still experiencing bloat in inches, stubborn bloat in inches that you just can't get rid of after you've seen such great weight loss and inch loss on the rest of your body, then chances are it's still in what you're eating. And although you're eating pretty clean and you feel that you know more about clean eating than you've ever known before, there still can be some tweaking and some adjustments in what you are taking into your body. You may be surprised just how bloating that bag of sweet potato fries that you find in the freezer section in your grocery store actually is. You may be surprised at just how bloating that zero sugar, low calorie coffee creamer actually is. You may be extremely surprised at how bloating the sugar sweetener and even the all natural artificial one actually is. You may be extremely surprised to learn how bloating your favorite Greek yogurt is. You may be even more surprised to learn just how bloating that low calorie, low fat salad dressing is. Certain vegetables can even bloat you. Even wheat, barley, rye, and certain grains can be extremely bloating. So long term, who can honestly wear a tight waist trainer all year round? Who can honestly live on a smoothie cleanse all year round? No one can. It's unrealistic. So what can you do right now? First, learn all about the most common bloating foods. Second, learn your body, get in tune with your body, and figure out which of these foods are affecting you, because what may bloat one person may not bloat the next. We're all different. These are just a few of the deceptively bloating foods that I will teach you all about inside of my How to Reduce Belly Bloat video series e-course. Now, this does not mean you have to remove everything that I'm going to teach you about from your lifestyle. This is not deprivation. This is about learning all about those foods, how and which ones may be affecting you, and getting in tune with your body. Some of these foods may not even affect you at all, while other foods may produce immediate bloat for you. You may have to reduce your intake of some, while you may need to completely eliminate others. It really is about learning your body. It is about becoming more educated. I will show you how to do that, and will give you some quick and easy alternatives. Listen, it was a journey over years of trial and error for me to learn my body. I have always been a pretty clean eater and very active since my teens, but I was floored to learn that some of the foods that I thought were clean, that were marketed to me as clean, were not giving me the results that I thought they were. Not only were some of these foods producing bloat as far back as my early 20s, and others were giving me severe acid reflux by my early 30s, but again, they were marketed to me as clean. Some made it really difficult to lose pounds and inches. I even had to pay a gastroenterologist a visit in my 30s due to digestive issues, which I found out that it was due to severe reactions to certain foods. What I could comfortably eat in my early 20s, I could not do so by my early 30s, and I definitely could not do it all by my later 30s and early 40s. Over many years, I researched, experimented, and learned all about these foods. I learned all about the foods, the symptoms, and I found some easy, tasty alternatives. I didn't have to give up anything that I loved. What I have learned over the years of coaching so many wonderful ladies is that many ladies have become comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, over the years of me coaching so many wonderful ladies is that I have noticed that many wonderful, awesome ladies have just summed up aches, pains, discomforts, weight gain is just age and life, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Many have simply grown comfortable being uncomfortable, and most are super surprised at how those discomforts and aches and weight and so on just either vanish, or they're just drastically reduced with just a handful of lifestyle changes. Not a drastic lifestyle overhaul, but just a handful of lifestyle changes. Believe me, I get it, because I was told by so many family members and friends, Velvet, you're just getting older. What do you expect? That comes with the territory. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, these are wonderful people who love me and they mean me no harm, but they just took a different perspective on life and body than I did. I refuse to become comfortable being uncomfortable. I refused to believe that I could not age gracefully. I knew lifestyle was a huge determining factor. I knew that although I had been this health and nutrition enthusiast since my teens, that there was obviously more for me to learn, that I didn't know everything. I knew far more about fitness and nutrition than the average person, but there was obviously more to learn about my body than I knew, especially as I was aging and changing. Back then, I wish I had a nicely packaged video series e-course to help me avoid the trials and error and years of trying to figure it all out on my own. So that is why I pre-packaged all this valuable content for you. Content that took me years of trial and error to figure it all out. And I'm sharing it with you, and I'm giving you lifetime access to it all. Let me show you some awesome ladies that I've worked with who benefited from learning all about the most common bloating foods and how it was affecting them. Donita was a mom, a wife. She had 3 kids. She was a certified personal trainer, so she knew a lot already, but she benefited from learning all about the most common bloating foods because what she was eating as a certified personal trainer and a nutritionist still wasn't enough for her. She was still experiencing some bloat in the center, and look how wonderfully she leaned out within 90 days. Teresa was a wife and mom of 3 who exercised regularly. I mean, this was a boot camp chick, and she ate extremely healthy. And her exact words were, "Velvet, I just don't understand why I still feel so bloated after doing all of this. I just can't get rid of the bloat." Andrea was a single mom, a single working mom who dropped 1 whole dress size once she figured out what was bloating her and what was producing extra inches around the center. Now it's your turn to reduce inches of belly bloat, get in shape, feel great, and I've pre-packaged everything so much that it just took me years, just like I say, years of trial and error trying to figure it all out on my own. So why would you do that? Why would you wait? Why would you take that much time trying to figure it all out on your own when you have it pre-packaged, when I have pre-packaged it for you for only $27.97, and I am giving you a lifetime access to it. So come on over, join me, join Teresa, join Donita, join Andrea, and let's get healthy, fit, and fabulous together.